Blake Lively essentially threatened, you could say, Justin Baldoni, calling Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds her beautiful little dragon monsters that she sometimes has to use to get what she wants. Justin Baldoni said he was humiliated, that he had never been screamed at like that in his entire life. You came at them with a figurative gun to their head and put his family in the basement.
Justin Baldoni endured an absolute nightmare at the hands of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, and the details are more shocking than anyone could have imagined. While Hollywood may seem like a world of glitz and glamour, beneath the surface, it's a ruthless industry filled with power struggles and backstabbing. And when it comes to influential power couples, Blake and Ryan sit right at the top. For Justin, this ordeal was nothing short of devastating. He spent years securing the rights to adapt a beloved novel into a film, pouring his heart and soul into every detail. As the director, he meticulously crafted each scene, determined to bring his vision to life. But instead of being recognized for his dedication, he was betrayed, humiliated, and ultimately pushed aside by two individuals with the power to do it. Candace Owens wasn't afraid to expose the truth, revealing disturbing details about what really went down. She shed light on Ryan Reynolds' behind-the-scenes persona, painting him as one of the most controlling figures in Hollywood, far from the charming, comedic image he portrays to the public.
Personality issue that Ryan Reynolds has been accused of being controlling before.
And Blake, she wasn't just a passive participant. She played an active role in ensuring Justin was put in his place. Together, they meticulously orchestrated his downfall, making sure he was erased from his own project, silenced, and pushed out of the spotlight. It all began at the movie's premiere, a night that should have been Justin's moment to shine, a celebration of his own film. Instead, he was banished to the basement with his family. Yes, the basement. As if he were a nobody. As if he had no right to be there at all.
Baldoni's big premiere night allegedly ended in the basement after the It Ends With Us star and director accused his castmate Blake Lively of sidelining him at the movie's New York premiere due to their ongoing feud. Justin is sharing photos.
He was dressed to impress, ready to walk the red carpet, stand before the cameras, and witness his vision come to life on the big screen. But instead of stepping into a moment of triumph, he found himself facing one of the most humiliating experiences of his career. While Baldoni and his family remained locked in the basement, reporters kept asking about him. Eventually, he had no choice but to emerge for the interview. Despite everything he had endured, he still spoke with grace and kindness.
My dad and my mom are here, my aunt, my uncle who never shows up to anything, he's never even been to New York, and my cousin who just lost her husband, and this is a family affair, and my best friends are here, and I think all of us it just took a village to make this film, and I feel loved and supported and grateful.
Imagine how it must have felt to witness his beloved family and closest friends confined to the basement on such a monumental day in his life. Yet, despite the disappointment and heartache, this remarkable man still had nothing but kind, gracious, and uplifting words for everyone around him, showing immense strength, compassion, and resilience.
I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to Colleen for trusting me, for writing such a beautiful book. I'm grateful to her mother for allowing it to happen, because really this was an honor of her mom. And I'm grateful to Blake for just being a powerhouse of a performer and an amazing collaborator, and just all the people, the crew. I my wife. None of this would have happened without my wife, who did that invisible work of being with the children while I was able to make this movie that doesn't get celebrated nearly enough.
According to sources, Blake and Ryan deliberately overshadowed what should have been Justin's most significant night. The power couple made it crystal clear that if Justin attended the premiere as the director, they would refuse to show up, effectively pressuring organizers to sideline him. Their influence loomed so large that event planners had no choice but to comply, ensuring that Justin was absent from the spotlight on what should have been his moment of triumph. Many insiders believe their actions were intentional, leaving Justin feeling betrayed and robbed of the recognition he rightfully deserved.
So this is Justin arriving hours early with his family after having been informed just days earlier that he and his family, we're actually going to head into the basement with the drinks to watch this movie. Otherwise, Blake and Ryan were going to stage a boy.
They had so much control over the film that they could make outrageous demands, and naturally, the studio gave in to avoid any controversy. As a result, Justin was forced to go downstairs, missing his own big night while the couple soaked up the spotlight. But that was just the beginning. Candace also revealed something even more disturbing. Ryan allegedly went out of his way to destroy Justin's entire career. It wasn't just about removing him from this project. He reportedly took things further by going directly to WME, one of Hollywood's most powerful talent agencies, and accusing Justin of being a predator. Yes, you heard that right.
Ryan went and found a William Morris Endeavor. Now, that's the biggest agency. Everybody's under them. That's the one that Justin Baldoni got dropped from. And told that executive that they were working with a predator.
Ryan allegedly tried to have Justin blacklisted from the industry by spreading rumors that he was dangerous. But it gets even worse. He reportedly pressured WME, one of Hollywood's top talent agencies, by threatening to leave if they didn't drop Justin. And he wasn't acting alone. He allegedly claimed that other A-listers, including Taylor Swift, would also cut ties with the agency. Ryan was using his Hollywood influence to ensure Justin was permanently erased from the industry.
It was Ryan Reynolds who marched into WME, okay, which is Endeavor. It's also called Endeavor. It is the biggest talent agency in the world. Every celebrity is under there, from Taylor Swift to Justin Baldoni, and said, it's us or it's him. Like, you're going to drop Justin Baldoni or you're going to lose all of them.
Just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, Blake suddenly filed a lawsuit against Justin for harassment. The timing was suspicious, making it clear that the campaign to ruin Justin's career was far from over. The lawsuit added even more fuel to the fire, painting him in a terrible light and further damaging his reputation. With powerful figures already working against him, this legal battle only made it harder for Justin to fight back. It seemed as if every move was carefully orchestrated to ensure he had no way to recover.
Actress Blake Lively is accusing co-star and director Justin Baldoni of harassment and a smear campaign stemming from their work together on the summer movie It Ends With Us.
The timing couldn't have been more suspicious. Just as Justin was supposed to be celebrating his movie, he was instead forced to defend himself against a lawsuit clearly designed to destroy his reputation. Those close to the situation say Justin was blindsided, completely unaware of where these accusations were coming from, as he knew he had never done anything to Blake. Left with no choice but to fight back, Justin immediately filed a $400 million countersuit, backing it up with receipts, emails, footage, and every piece of evidence necessary to prove that Blake's claims were entirely false.
Actor-director Justin Baldoni is now suing his former co-star Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, seeking more than $400 million in damages, accusing them of defamation and extortion.
It quickly became clear that this wasn't about justice, it was about eliminating Justin completely. But why? Why were Blake and Ryan so determined to push him out of his own project? To understand that, we have to go back to what happened during the film's production. Remember the rooftop scene? It was never part of Justin's original vision. In fact, he fought hard against it, but his objections were ignored. According to insiders, Blake, who was practically inseparable from her team, applied relentless pressure until Justin had no choice but to accept their version of the film.
Blake Lively essentially threatened, you could say, Justin Baldoni, calling Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds her beautiful little dragon monsters that she sometimes has to use to get what she wants done.
When Justin tried to resist, Ryan allegedly erupted in anger, shouting at him and making it painfully clear that he had no real power in the situation. This wasn't about collaboration, it was about control. They held all the authority, and they knew it. With no other option, Justin was forced to give in, even though the final version of the film was nothing like what he had originally envisioned. But even after stripping him of creative control, Blake still wasn't finished. During the movie's press tour, when she should have been promoting the film, she instead used the spotlight to push her own products.
It Ends With Us is in theaters now, so grab your friends, wear your florals, and head out to see.
Instead of discussing the film's story, its message, or Justin's work as a director, Blake turned the entire press tour into a personal brand promotion. And this wasn't just a minor issue. Fans were furious. The movie was meant to shine a light on domestic violence, a deeply serious and emotional topic. But rather than treating it with the respect and gravity it deserved, Blake used the platform to sell her products, making the entire campaign feel like a joke. Some fans even called her behavior disrespectful, saying it completely overshadowed the film's core message. But if that wasn't bad enough, Ryan took things even further. He allegedly mocked Justin in *Deadpool and Wolverine*, slipping in a joke that referenced a moment when Justin had once asked Blake about her weight, something she didn't find funny at all. Instead of letting it go, Ryan reportedly turned it into a scene of public humiliation, proving that even after sabotaging Justin's premiere, career, and reputation, he still wasn't finished.
Who are you? Oh, I'm Deadpool. And I guess you're Deadpool too. But in here, everybody calls me Nice Pool. Oh my goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She's gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and can't even tell. I don't think you're supposed to say that. I identify as a feminine, right?
By this point, Justin had enough. He reportedly added this incident to his lawsuit, making it clear that he was done being bullied. And now Blake and Ryan are facing serious consequences. Hollywood is watching, and with all the evidence Justin has gathered, it seems their power won't be enough to protect them this time. The tide is turning, and Justin is fighting back with full force to clear his name once and for all.